everybody, and welcome back. Today we are going to be playing Okami. So, I couldn't really get a clear reading on what everybody wanted to see. There was a couple different things. So, in the meantime, I'm going to be playing Okami. I played this game when I was a kid, and it was actually pretty fun, so I'm hoping that it's still going to be enjoyable. Once a time in a far away land, there was a tiny village by the name of Kamiki. Legend tells of a horrible beast that threatened the residents. It also tells of the wolf that risks it all to protect them. Controlling the very fabric of existence, this wolf stood up against a beast many times its size and banished the darkness. This ethereal wolf's valiant act ushered in an era of tranquility. The villagers' hearts swelled with respect and adoration of the wolf. Amaterasu! Yeah, so I played this game when it came out for the Wii, like, forever ago. And I really liked it then, so I'm hoping, still holds up as good. It's gonna be updated in graphics at least, so. Without further ado, let's get started. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kimiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of the Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival, with a body like a mountain and an eight heads mounted on
that you could
neck of its size. Oh my god. Of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. There are so many stories about the Orochi. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of the Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by the Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, they sunk its shaft squarely into the butt. The home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to the Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home, as Nagi stood bravely before the entrance. A beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with an incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. Yeah, it sucks for him. That's not going well. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fierce claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, ready its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing into the darkness. I can read sometimes. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. I thought it was gonna make me do that. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui's sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadow, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his sacred and scarred and battered arms. My bad. He leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword posed high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in the lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Okamihd. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Nell didn't give two shits about that dog. Peace had at last returned to Okamihd village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukiyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Oh snap. Masked bad guy. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukiyomi the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. He's like shaking, and so are the freaking controls. Oh did it now. Oh, you did it bad. That was dumb. Who let him in? That was dumb. Should have super glued that shit down. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. Don't do that, bro. You look like a fish. Oh, heavens. He didn't say it, so how are you wreaking havoc? I don't understand. Oh, dear. Oh, boy. These controls are going haywire. I don't think that the Joy-Cons to be able to contain this kind of power. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Okami Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Yo, we went 100 years without some idiot trying to pick up that sword. She's got peaches on her titties. Wood sprite, Sakuya. Yes. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. I don't remember her being so abundant. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Yay! Okami Amaterasu! Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. She's like, bitch, I just want to take a nap. God bless. Why'd you wake me up? Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Got some playing in your hung donka baroncaros. Has something stolen its way into my robe? Correct. Ho ho ho. Oh hee hee hee. Ah ha ha ha. Whew. What on earth? Hung donka baroncaros. You again. Ow, 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 are you nuts? For a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. Of artism. The name's Isun. Wandering artist Isun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Wow. So beautiful, much wow. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Matarasu's like so weird. I'm just gonna go ahead and shut you up. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? I'm walking. Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Use my prize sword, Denko Maru, against you. Whoa, what's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh, great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That sucker girl sure got some weird stuff. The village's spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. The girl said that. If you cut it down, the village will be restored, but it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. I can bark. Bark, 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 bark. That'll solve all my problems. Look at all those pots. Just wait to be broken. Yeah, no kidding. You won't tell me twice. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press Y to bust them with your head. Okay. I can do that. Way to go, my furry friend. You cannot do that. You can do that anytime you want to break something. I'm gonna do it. Every time I want to break something, which is all the time. There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Okay, so you do the drawing and I don't do the drawing, or like, what's going on? Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press R to hold the brush and Y to draw. Be sure to spend a heck of a lot of time practicing the book. Okay, I did it. Oh, jeez. Okami, why, if it isn't Mother Tarasu, I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all of the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the and renew the flow of stardust. This is crazy, bro. I'ma eat brushes. Ooh. Stars. This is like the HD version. It's still got PNGs everywhere. Oh, bro, these controls are making me... I'm suffering. I'm ill. These controls are making me ill. What do you want me to... What do you want me to do? Hiya. Whoa! A river of stardust. So it really must be the river of heavens. But what really knows the heck is to draw the darn thing. Look at that sick backflip. Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that's the sword in really bad shape. The gods sure don't do much to protect this place. Oh, no kidding. They let some random shadow man come in here. Whoop. It really was your brushwork all this time. How'd you get so good? Exactly. Who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like, question mark. A rat? It looks like a rat. It is a rat. Oh my god, it's rat. Tachigami. Well, if it is Mother Tarasu, it's been a long time, but with all of these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. If there was anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I am at your service. And I can't, like, make this go faster. Make good use of the sword as it was designed to conquer evil. I love this rat. I love this rat very much. Can you... I don't think you could fit through here. Why don't you use your power on it? Give it a good clean stroke. Well then. Yeah, give it a good clean stroke. Why didn't I think of that? God, these freaking controls could really use some work. Oops. Got him. I saved the world. Thank you. You're welcome, me. These freaking controllers are going ham. Again. While the village been restored, Sakio came through big time. She was really protecting the village, but sure wish I could have spent some more time in her kimono. If you know what I mean. But seriously, with monsters running around and all, the village could still be here in danger. Let's go somewhere where they're all getting down, right? Or I honestly didn't read that because I can't read. Well, that was fun. I can still bark. The barking and the rat so far have been my favorite part. Breakdancing. But, yeah, I think that's good for first time through. You know, there's gonna be more action, more compelling things next time, I'm sure. But we got through the weird story part first. So thank you guys so much. I hope that you will enjoy Okami with me. And, you know, some other stuff in between. So until next time, see you around.